Hey guys, welcome back to another...
Howdily doodly. Howdily doodly there, Dungeoneers.
Yeah, this is an off-the-rails background podcast, I guess what it is. So basically what we're
Wait,
doing...
if it's a background podcast, is there going to be background music?
Of course.
Okay. All right, that's important. Are we going over all the character backgrounds that we've ever created? Because I have a list.
No, we can go over our characters, thoughts of the campaign so far, pre-recording and after recording, and sort of just go over what we have the audience and viewers listen and get to know us a little bit more, the people behind the characters.
I don't know if they want to get to know me.
I don't know either. It's up on the table. I don't even want to get to know you.
I think I'm cool.
But,
at least my mom tells me.
My mom
Or
tells
she
me I'm
would.
cute.
But we currently are not joined by both Eric and Liberty. Eric got called into work, unfortunately, and it is Liberty's birthday, so hope she is out enjoying her birthday. And I just got stuck with the two most chaotic people on the podcast.
Indeed.
Damn right.
So let's...
We say as we cross-talk over each other immediately.
Because we can.
Let's sort of jump into this.
Balls.
Kyle or Adam, whichever one of y'all wants to start off, tell a little about yourself, like background of playing D&D or
Hold
like...
on, wait 1 second.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So
Adam's
anyway,
going first.
Kyle will go first.
Oh, okay, I guess I'm going first. So yeah, a little bit about me. My background in D&D is I was always kind of interested in it. Like growing up, I had heard about it, but you know, I didn't want to spend $50 on a book, especially considering I was a child when I had heard about D&D. But then I did finally pick it up after I had finished high school, and it's a lot of fun. I haven't stopped playing it since. Well, unless I can't find a consistent group. Am I right or am I right, fellas?
fellow D&D party feels.
Yeah.
I am skipping over Adam because
So anyway,
I've been playing for about 3 or 4 years. I've been DMing for about 2 to 3 years. I started playing because a few people I would play online with like D&D, and I've always heard about it but never played it. And I grew up like watching Lord of the Rings all the time with my dad, along with Narnia and other fantasy stuff. So I was like, sure, I'll play D&D, and I made the most chaotic character ever that has been featured in this podcast. My first ever D&D character was Oxwound.
Oh, yeah. I remember you told me a story about him a long time ago.
Yeah. So I played a little bit, then I was wanting to tell a story, so I started DMing. I DM'd for about 1.5 years before I even picked up the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I started playing on Homebrew, so I kept playing Homebrew because it's just stuff I like playing and have fun with.
I was going to say, it makes sense to us when we
Yeah.
homebrew, right? That's how it always is.
Yeah. But, I mean, I've loved D&D. Along with starting to learn D&D, I started listening to podcasts. Not Another D&D podcast was the first one I started listening to.
Very good show.
Along with Dimension 20, and those two DMs sort of what made me want to be a DM, because I like their style and bring comedy into it.
Oh, shit. If we're talking about that. I'm sorry, Adam. I know we keep cutting you off before you even get a chance, but I just wanted to shout outs to my literal, like, favorite D&D podcasts I ever
so
got
anyway,
into.
as I was standing there,
But anyways, for real, shout out to, oh, fuck. Oh, my God, I lost the name. Oh, God, it's been a while since I've watched. Oh, yeah, sorry. The Unexpectables, Takahata 101 and all them, they did a really, really fun D&D campaign. That got me into it.
So, Adam, now that you can talk.
yeah. Let's see. I guess I've only been playing D&D about on and off for a year and a half.
Sounds
So,
sorry.
yeah. I mean, I was always intrigued with it, considering, the Satanic Panic in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
That was really good. And Mazes and Monsters with Tom Hanks. That also got me into it. So it's not that great of a film, but you know what? It made me want to play D&D.
Hell yeah. Successful in my eyes.
It brought on the incredible characters of Hoppity McFroppity.
No.
Floppity. You
Floppity.
fuck up his name every time.
Hoppity
Yeah.
McFloppity, I genuinely just based off of a tattoo that I got for $100. Like, I love frogs. Why wouldn't I be a frog?
Who doesn't love frogs? Am I right or am I right, fellow Dungeoneers?
Frog Gang.
Frog gang. Hell yeah.
Indeed.
So,
So wait, are we MILF and frog game? Are we frog MILF
Man,
gang?
I love frogs is the same as man, I
Or-
love frogs.
I was about to say, I thought you were going with the other acronym for MILF.
Yes.
So, jumping into it, I know Adam has came in for the mini arcs, but Kyle has been here the whole.
Not the whole time.
You've been here the whole campaign so far.
That's true. I've
And
been
you
here
ca-
for the whole main campaign that we recorded.
Yeah, and before that, we had like a little home game we were playing for about a year with just Trent, Eric, and Daniel. Then slowly Kate joined, and then Kyle joined, and then we started recording. And because Kate and Trent got busy with work and life and stuff, they weren't able to continue. So Liberty and Adam stepped in as being part of the cast. But Kyle, what have you thought of the campaign so far? Like before recording, after recording?
I feel like I had a lot of fun, honestly, just because the world seems relatively lived in, which is something that you typically say about video games.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely had fun because there's always at least something to do. The only issue has been, knowing what the hell to do first. That's always the issue with D&D. I feel like you get spoiled for choice real quickly.
Yeah, and with this group, you tend to put a whole bunch of stuff on the back burner and then come back through it.
Listen, if I ever play a character that thinks straightforward, I will just focus on one quest line immediately until it's done, and then we'll do something else.
Oh, when I'm playing RPGs and characters, I tend to either do all the side quests and then
And
come
then
back.
do the
Yeah, or
I'm doing that in my third playthrough of Cyberpunk right now. I haven't even done but 3 main quests.
Or I do the complete opposite approach whenever I'm playing a Souls-like game, is I try to beat the boss at whatever level I am and keep trying hundreds of times.
To be fair, that's like the Dark
That's-
Souls experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is any FromSoft experience.
Yeah. But what have been some of your favorite moments in the campaigns and mini arcs so far?
I'll be honest, I think I play at my peak when I'm a chaotic goblin. I mean, I feel like some of my best lines were either as Art or as keel, aft, starboard. Oh shit, what was the last one?
Stern,
Stern, thank you.
and then Strungo.
Yeah, and then Scrundo, who's actually the goblin.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, come on. Who doesn't love a good Wado, am I right?
Adam, any of your favorite parts from either listening or playing so far?
Honestly, I'd have to say getting stuck in a piss trough was pretty funny. Anything Hoppity brought to the table really was like peak. However, it's not my peak character.
Yeah, there's been some interesting stuff through the campaign so far. Some turns I didn't expect y'all to take and have thrown me through a loop.
That's one thing you can always guarantee in a D&D campaign.
Yeah, is just you make the plan, you try to execute the plan. They go find a rabbit that is running through the woods.
Ooh, damn. Sounds really tasty right now.
But we started off this campaign, I know in the episode 0 wrap up, we start off in Oxen Falls, where there was a harvest festival, and we met the original 4 characters.
Yeah. That was right before we actually started recording. We did Oxen Falls, and I want to say we were in Creeko for a little bit.
Yeah, it was Oxen Falls, then y'all got arrested.
Yep.
Went to Chaoside Port, where you met Raoul, which was this underground mob boss that was a Rakshasa.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Demon tiger guy with 2 left hands. That was his big gimmick, is that he had 2 left hands.
Yeah. and instead of what I expected y'all to take contracts for him, you found a contract that they were going to kill this gnome, Fizzwitch. So you went to go tell the gnome has a hit against him, then proceeded to dismantle an entire underground organization.
Yeah, that was a lot. I can't believe we killed him. Still, I don't think we were prepared for that fight.
That fight was a clusterfuck. So
so I wanted to regale them with some of my favorite events that happened prior. So first, we went underground in the main city of Lander, and we found a lobster cult in the sewer system with a giant lobster named Pico. Adam, I know you weren't there for this, but I'm sure that you'll get a kick out of this recap.
Is his last name DeGaio?
No, I don't remember what his real name was. Pico was his fake name, but I couldn't remember the fucking 14-syllable words you made up for his name.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, you had it written down somewhere. But, no, I'm pretty sure after we did that, we got permission from the church, I want to say, and,
That's a
that
first.
guy's name? The paladin we were
Alazar.
but yeah, Alazar, he was our buddy. Yeah, unfortunately, Eric's the note guy, so I don't remember anyone's name. But, yeah, Alazar gave us permission to basically put a bunch of clerics to bless all the water in the sewer system so that we could set up the sprinkler system in our casino to rain holy water on a demon. And then he went into the one place there was no sprinkler systems once he actually showed up, which was the bathroom for some reason. I still don't quite understand why you don't need sprinklers in a bathroom. That seems like it's not up to OSHA
All the
code.
water's in the toilet.
I mean the inspector approved.
Or I guess the watering bucket.
I mean,
I
it
don't
is
know.
canon there was piping.
Yeah, like actual sprinkler systems.
So then, yeah, the fucking toilet.
I'm not 100% sure where we fall in the like medieval to current time scale in Astos.
Are we like in 10th Kingdom type shit?
I would
No.
I would say my best the best way to describe it is
10th Kingdom, got it.
a mix of steampunk and the Disney movie I think Away from Home or something. The one with Tom
What?
Holland and Chris Pratt.
What?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, have you not heard of that?
I have
No.
no idea what you're talking about. Hold on, he's looking something up on his phone right now, guys. I have never heard of this movie he's talking about.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, for real, what?
Let me look it up. Chris Pratt, IMDb.
But anyway, it's going to take him
Onward.
a year.
It's called Onward.
Never
Yeah,
heard
no,
of it.
still have no idea what the fuck you're
Oh.
on about.
It was a Disney movie that basically was fantasy, but technology overcame a lot of the magic. So a lot of the magic was lost, and like they have cars and stuff like that. There's elves,
But we're
trolls.
not exactly that because we don't
No.
have cars and stuff like that.
No, it's a mix of that and steampunk. There's a lot of modern stuff like piping and stuff, but there's also like
So where the fuck is my electric rifle? Like in that game, I can't ever seem to remember 1987 or 1875 or something like that. It's a
1877.
1877. Thank you.
the werewolf one.
Yeah, because like they have electric rifles and shit, and that's steampunk.
You're not in the right spot. Like there's a whole island of where the dwarves went off to.
Oh shit! Are you telling me dwarves have like crazy mechanical shit that shouldn't be possible?
They are dwarves in a giant ice island.
Oh yeah, no, I imagine they'd figure something out. There's going to probably be more magic-y steampunk, I imagine, though, right? Like
Yeah.
crystals powering railguns type shit.
Yeah, or like
So very similar to dwarven technology.
Yeah,
Yeah,
arcane.
correct.
I like writing stuff with arcane batteries. Like they haven't had enough coin yet, but there's flying
You
ships.
telling me I can get a mech suit, maybe? I could be a Mobile Suit Gundam.
There is. I will give you this. There is a mech suit in Astos.
Does it have wings? Can I be Mobile Suit Gundam Wing?
No, but you have seen the mech suit.
I have?
Yes, and that is all I'm gonna tell you. And let Kyle sit here and spiral.
Not spiral as much as I'm trying to remember where the fuck did I see a giant like hand or foot or something, or head. I'll figure it out eventually. Oh wait, bet you it's Abaddon's keep. His whole keep is a mech suit.
Yes, the Paladin's keep is a mech suit.
Dude, I can believe it. It's a paladin. Who wouldn't want a giant suit of armor and be a paladin? That was the whole gimmick of my original, before we recorded, campaign character.
Yeah.
My gimmick was I couldn't get hit. I got hit all the fucking time.
Yeah, but so this is sort of the second campaign this group is playing. The first one was this small little world called Zalahorn,
Yep.
which was just it was fun. It was a good campaign because everyone besides me and Kyle haven't played in a campaign before, so it was just getting everyone used to D&D and my style of DMing and stuff like that. But with over the time, I've gotten better at describing stuff. At least I think I have.
Oh yeah, it's all practice. I get it. I have trouble remembering things too. I write stuff out and I still forget to say things I need to.
Yeah.
Sorry, this has become kind of DM talk, Adam. I just realized. I mean, granted, you did DM for me once.
That is true. Yeah.
It was really fun, actually. We were playing in the Underdark. I don't know if you want to elaborate on it. I mean, I had a lot of fun.
So it was basically underground mobster themed.
Nice.
In the Underdark, each person could be any creature from the DM handbook that they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And what did I choose for the main boss?
Oh, I don't remember who the main. Oh, it was
challenge rating 20. That's all I remember.
Jesus.
Yeah. I know exactly. I don't know because the Tarrasque is CR 30.
Or was it the Tarrasque? I think it was.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Or maybe it was like an aboleth or something. But that's not challenge rating 20. But either way,
I thought
it was.
I thought aboleths are underwater stuff.
Well, yeah, but like they're illithid kind of base, so they can communicate through your mind, like through a massive range. It's kind of crazy how far they can talk into your brain. But I was a slod in that campaign, a dead slod. It was really fun.
Yeah.
I was a paladin. I summoned a big frog head with a tongue that's like a mace to smack people as my spiritual weapon.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh.
You're good.
No, talk about the Underdark.
Oh, I mean, it was very medieval yet like 1920s gangster noir vibe.
I do like that setting. It's always fun.
Yeah. Like my favorite setting that I haven't seen anyone play yet is Great Depression Greek. Greek, like Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh.
That type of stuff, because Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is just a rewrite of the Odyssey.
Yeah.
And then one of my favorite Broadway plays, Hadestown.
You watch Broadway plays?
There's some of them.
Have you not seen that South Park episode, dude?
Oh yeah, you're right.
No, but Hadestown.
Man knows what he's about.
What's up, bruh?
Yeah, different South Park episode, but good try.
Yeah. No, that was a Spider-Man one.
Whoa.
No, but that's like my favorite. If someone to write a story like that, like I love Greek like mythology, and like I love the Great Depression era music.
That's going to sound basic, but I'm a really big fan of like NCIS type like beat cop shit. I really love stuff like that. Or like, no, I guess that would be Law and Order SVU would be more my vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could listen to a whole hour of Ice-T just explaining things in his character. And
Dude, it's so good.
So you're meaning to tell me that this guy...
Thank you, John Mulaney, in the building.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Back to the campaign.
Oh, yeah. So I guess, am I allowed to talk about things that I'm working on? Just because I want people to get an idea of the type of things I like to do in D&D.
Yeah,
Because all my settings are kind of dark and fucked up.
Yeah,
Kyle and I are working on Australia 2.0,
yeah,
as we like to call
It's
it.
Fantasy Australia. It's going to be really Well,
Interesting.
it's going to be like Australia, but if, magic came in and, made everything even scarier than it already is. You want to tell them about the first thing we came up with in reference to Waterboy?
Ah, yes, the anacondas with arms and legs. So they move like what's the lizard?
Trying to remember
Skink?
now.
No.
No, it's like a basilisk lizard, right?
Yeah. So its arms and legs just move like a basilisk lizard, but only the cool ones will stand straight up and go, "Hey!" and like slump over because they don't have an appropriate spine.
Yeah. I explained how it worked because I like to take a very realistic approach to how the animals and stuff work in my settings. So instead of having, joints and bones like we would have for arms and legs, they just got more snake ribs and spine. So they move really weird when they're out of water, which is typically where they are. They'll either swing from the trees like a monkey, or they will run at you on all fours, which is really terrifying to think about.
I just imagine the inflatable arm flailing tube men.
That's what I
yeah,
was thinking.
kinda.
Like whenever
Yeah.
they just stand up, not swinging, that's how they are.
Yeah, they kind of have to move their arms around real weird so that they can position themselves in an upright motion.
Yeah. So this Australia 2.0 in the world is gonna be down in the Deadlands.
I thought we were going to make it a little separate, not so much as an island as it would be more like a
Deadland
peninsula or something.
immigrants.
It's so where I'm placing it in the world is there's the Crescent Isles.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is right below the Outer Tree Concord.
So it is separated by by water,
It's
but it's
separated
still a
by
part
water.
of the Deadlands.
Yeah,
Okay.
geographically it is below the border to the Deadlands from the Outer Tree Concord.
Yeah, we had another funny idea. I was trying to figure out owl bears exist in fantasy D&D, so we wanted to come up with a way to make something similar to an owl bear that would exist in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
And we decided on kangaroo for the mammal base, but with the bird, I think we were leaning towards emu.
Emu or ostrich?
Yeah, something like that. So they got a kangaroo body, and they got the vestigial little wings.
I would say mix a kangaroo and a cassowary.
Yeah.
But cassowaries aren't native to Australia.
But this is Australia 2.0.
Yeah, but this is
Well,
still
yeah,
fantasy
yeah. We're
Australia.
still
We're basing it
taking-
as much as we can in real life, so
Yeah.
it's not
And
too
I don't even
crazy.
think anacondas live in Australia.
Yeah, but they got a lot of snakes. That doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that is true.
What would be the main beer for this fantasy Australia?
Oh shit. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't
An
really
apple
drink.
shandy.
Oh, shit.
Thank you, Adam. I don't drink beer.
I do.
And so do I.
Yo, I'm the odd one out here.
All right, I'm about to head out.
Didn't know I podcast with a fucking square.
No, I drink liquor. I don't drink beer.
You're
But-
I
telling me
prefer
you don't
tequila.
you don't put tequila in your Dos Equis?
No, that
Or your
sounds awful.
Modelo's? Come on.
But Kyle, what was your first character for the campaign before we recorded Nye?
Yes, now Nye, she was a tabaxi woman monk, and I realized that I really didn't like to play monks, so I asked Liam if my character could basically Irish exit out of the campaign.
Yeah.
And by that I mean die horribly. At
Yeah.
least I'm pretty sure. That's still not 100% been confirmed or not, because we did see a weird Vine clone of her afterwards.
Nye physically is dead.
Yeah, but spiritually, no one's technically dead. Reincarnate's a thing, and necromancy's a thing.
Which
Yeah.
I do want to build a character off of it.
Oh yeah, there is a new
Necromancy.
necromancer class. It
Yeah.
does seem like it'd be fun.
It does, but it's, if I remember correctly, 17 pages of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot.
Do you know why a lot of necromancers are decently strong?
Because they have 17 pages worth
All that
of...
motherfucking calcium, baby!
No, because all they do is deadlift.
Shut the fuck up. Oh yeah, I also make creepy things, like really fucked up things. I'm working on the Shadowfell equivalent for this campaign as well. I
Yeah.
made a lot of disgusting monsters.
Yeah, going into that, I've sort of outsourced to my players different parts of the world. Like, I have the main land of Astos along with the Feywild. I gave Kyle the Shadowfell area.
It's because I like scary things.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a huge fraidy cat.
Also, it makes it feel like a group collaboration.
I like to give Kyle inspiration sometimes,
He does. We'll go hang out and talk, and he'll help me get ideas rolling.
which he does have an interesting cave dweller that I like to base off of the Descent as inspiration for him.
Yeah, I was gonna say I am working on a side project I haven't even told Liam about, just for fun in case I ever get to run a new campaign. I'm calling it the Underworld, and it is a massive interconnected cave system similar to the Underdark, but it's more like based in real small caves that are being made by cavers all the time. So like there are situations where you're going to have to remove your armor to squeeze through a narrow passage. Something could collapse and you could lose like an important piece of your gear. It's going to be scary. It's going to be fucking awful. There's an entire section of magical darkness that can't have a spell cast to reveal anything in it. You got to go based on sound and touching the walls.
We'll probably do that between campaigns.
Oh, and it'll be scary. Don't worry.
Don't worry, there will be an updated content warning for that one.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of my stuff like gets really, what's the word? I guess gruesome. I like body horror just because it's something that you can very easily describe.
Yeah.
At least I can. I don't know how other people are with describing horror. I know that it's got like an effort, like there's a finesse to it.
There's the art of finesse.
Yeah,
with
I would say
describing horror,
body horror,
especially body horror,
is the easiest to describe. Because like in D&D, you can't really do like many jump scares or stuff like that.
I disagree.
Yeah, I completely disagree.
Really?
Yeah, it's
You're walking through a dark forest. You hear thousands of little chirps from insects all around you. The sky is completely blotted out by all the canopy of the trees, and the thin slivers of moonlight you can see are just barely out of reach of anything you'd actually want to look at. Suddenly, you hear a twig snap behind you. Roll a perception check. You roll a 2. You don't see anything. All you hear is some snapping twigs. You don't know what it could be. You know, something like that. You gotta set the mood to be eerie to make it scary. I'm not doing a great job because I don't have it pre-prepared, but like, you can work with something like that and make it really scary.
I Misty Step to a tree branch.
I don't think anyone in our campaign has Misty Step. Remember?
none
Not
of my
anymore.
characters do.
Not anymore.
Your character does?
None.
Maka
Oh.
had Phase Step.
Phase Step is like Misty Step.
Yeah, with being an Eladrin.
But that's once a day.
I think twice a day. He goes off proficiency with the new
Oh,
books.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But the new party dynamic is interesting. We got a cleric, a druid, a ranger,
Yep.
and we're using a homebrew book. I think it's Valdala's Spire of Secrets. I think that's the...
Oh, yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, Liberty is playing a martyr class, which basically the interesting thing with that is you, instead of having spell slots, you use hit points to cast spells.
I want to say there was a class similar to that at one point. Or like a subclass that came out in like a book. Or maybe it was homebrew, but I do remember seeing something similar to that.
I mean,
as like a wizard kind of subclass.
They're sort of blood hunter because you have to roll the dice for...
It was different from Blood Hunter because they had like healing spells and they were almost like a cleric maybe or something like that. Or maybe like a Way of Long Death monk or something. I don't know. But like
Maybe.
there are lots of weird blood using, like HP using to do spells type of subclasses that I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry guys, we didn't come into this really prepared, so I don't know what the hell we can go off of right now.
Any moments in the campaign that you thought was going to happen, but went a completely different route that you didn't expect?
The main campaign?
Main campaign or mini arcs? This is everything so far.
The mini arcs? I didn't expect you to rob me in the past. I don't get how that's gonna work still, because like we had that money and we spent a lot of it on shit. So where did it go?
No, you didn't spend that much money because the money you got from Sherwin.
I know at least $1,000 was already missing, and I would have noticed $1,000 disappearing from it after that.
Yeah, we have to figure some magic fuckery with that.
You gave it to a street performer, and that street performer was Nathaniel Cawthorn.
You got robbed by college kids.
I did get robbed by college kids in the Bean There Cafe campaign.
No, not Rob. Donated.
Yeah, you're helping fund
No, I
their
was
tuition.
robbed by rats. The kids just stole from me.
One kid stole from you.
No, because Zai also stole from me.
Yeah, Zai stole from you along with Zeke.
Yes. I didn't steal because I have money.
Yeah, I didn't expect Zeke to.
I did. Dude, I totally expect. Like, the more I got to know Zeke in game, the more I was like, damn, he's not really a good guy, is he?
And he's not here to defend himself, but Eric would be like, yeah, no, Zeke's a dick.
Oh, yeah. No. But at the same time, that made it really fun. I enjoyed being on
It was funny listening to the Bean There Cafe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry you couldn't be a part of that still. You joined one episode too late before we were like, we can't do that anymore.
Yeah. Plus, in the Bean There thing, like, Liberty did not expect me to have the, what was her character's name again?
Gwendolyn Gloom.
Yeah, she didn't expect me to have Gwendolyn snap at there, because we talked about the prophecy and stuff like that beforehand, but obviously with her being a player, I'm not going to tell her the full thing.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes when a DM throws stuff on you like that, it's a cool surprise. Other times it feels like, messes with whatever they had in their head, but that's not really their call, God determines what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I've been there before, though, so I understand if she got a little upset being that insane right away.
I mean, it led to a good fade to black.
Yeah, of course.
Episode-wise, because y'all were dealing with Asmodeus.
Yep.
And just the stuff that transpired with that, with
Still got my stool handcuffs, baby.
Yeah, with the teacher being dragged to hell.
Yeah.
And I felt like Gwendolyn going crazy would sort of be a good, like, get her out of the campus, get the whole group out of the
Yeah,
campus.
because you were trying to get us off campus, which I thought was weird considering it was a Magic College campaign.
Yeah, I was getting you off campus so you could be kicked out of campus for the actions that happened.
Well, I get that.
So,
But
I mean, I know a guy that can one-up you.
Oh?
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything, but...
Oh, you talking about when I ran a session for the group?
Oh... I mean, yeah, that...
Yeah. There's always at least one D&D horror story out there, but I don't want to bring it up right now.
my first... I'll bring it up.
Yeah, you can do that. Go ahead.
Yeah.
My first campaign was where Oxman was a part of. I was playing at the time, and it was just this DM that over-prepared and was really railroady.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah. So basically, like, we weren't going the route she wanted to go, so she kept throwing monsters and giant snakes in front of us. We would fight the snake, and then one of the players, like, gutted the snake. It was like, what's on the inside? Nothing.
So it was just waiting on someone to walk by conveniently so he could eat?
Yeah.
There's nothing inside at all?
There's nothing inside the snake, not even, like, any, like, carcasses.
No entrails.
Yeah. No,
nothing.
there's-
I mean, to be fair,
Snakes don't really have...
yeah, if you cut open a snake, there really aren't too many entrails.
Yeah.
But, like, you couldn't even get a skin or anything like that?
No, nothing. And
Whack.
the DM was basically, like, either drunk or high the whole time while playing.
To be fair, that's when I'm peak DM.
That's when I'm... Yeah.
She was too far gone. It was just like after that the campaign sort of dissolved, and then I started DMing for her.
Oh.
Yeah. some of the people.
Hey man, you stepped up though, which is more than some people would do.
Yeah, so my first time DMing, I ran like a dumb little one shot of something thrown together.
Oh yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah, just to figure out like if I like DMing or not, and it was fun. And this actually, fun fact, is the second go around for Stuck in a Dungeon. The first one I had, we were doing it all on Discord, which was a whole bunch of problems to begin with.
Oh yeah.
We had 2 people over in California, so me and another guy that was in my time zone. We were up to like midnight just to like sit and record while it was like 5 p.m. their time.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a fucking massive time difference.
Oh yeah, like I was chugging monsters to like stay awake. The other guy, like if he wasn't in turn, would be falling asleep on camera. But
oh dude, I have some stories about that. I'll get into. So I used to play with a buddy, and he DM'd his own little like book he was making for a long time, and honestly, it was a pretty fun system. It went through some changes, made it a little less fun, but it was still fun.
yeah,
But,
I know the book.
Oh
But,
yeah.
yeah.
But no, the thing that really got me is that whenever he wasn't doing anything, he would just instantly go to his phone
Yeah.
all the time, just looking at memes, and then we'd have to snap him back into play, and it's like, come on, man, you're breaking my immersion here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to not be me right now.
Yeah, I'm glad with this group, like, we all can stay alerted and, like, throw off of each other.
Yeah, honestly, I think we did have a really good dynamic. We're pretty good at riffing off each other and making bad jokes.
Yeah, like, sometimes
That's
I just...
onion.
Like, sometimes I just sit
Not
back.
gonna say it. I'm sorry, we're not gonna do this right now.
That's onion. You know you want to.
Like, sometimes
No,
when...
that's onion.
No, that's onion.
That's onion, dog.
Like, sometimes I've noticed when DMing for y'all, I can just sit back and, like, refresh my brain on some of the notes, and y'all will just...
Dude, that's the best, having your players play for you.
Yeah.
Dude, character interactions need to happen in D&D, and I know that, like, it's rich coming from us, 'cause sometimes we don't really interact with each other. I've noticed we're good at ripping on each other, but damn, sometimes we just straight up don't engage with one another.
It was like, I think it was like the first episode with Satrix and Maka. They were like in the cart by themselves, and Satrix was like trying to talk to Maka. She was just like, I want to get to know you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was
Like,
just
come on, man. I want to get to know my party members. I don't want to read their backstory off of a sheet. I want to get it from the character themselves.
To be fair, Hoppity was too far gone
Yeah,
as
I
a
was going to
hermit.
say, Hoppity's a hermit. And my backstory got revealed only to everyone that was listening because I died for it to happen.
Yeah.
And that was not planned, by the way. I just died. You guys could probably tell I was like, well, I guess I died.
Not only did you die, but you pulled like the one save your ass card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've had that little homebrew mechanic for about 2 years since
And we
we've
didn't
played.
use it in my last character death because, well, I asked Liam to Irish exit.
Yeah. But that was the first time I did Death's Hand, and I think it turned out really interesting.
It was an interesting mechanic.
Yeah.
Say,
Because, like, in my opinion, just having, like, failed death saving throws, like, that's sort of just, like, yeah, it's a cinematic death of them bleeding out and stuff like that. I'll probably pull and let them make, depending on the situation. Like, getting bitten by eels is, like, fine. Like, you could somehow, by the grace of Balfour, recover.
Yeah, but if I was, like, obliterated by a fireball, I'm pretty sure I'm dead.
Obliterate by a fireball, or if, like, you're fighting, like, boss and
Someone casts Disintegrate.
Yeah, if you're fighting by a boss and he, like, comes over and stabs you through the chest and twists his sword, like...
Anybody got to
banishes you
reincarnate?
to a volcano.
Turns you into a gym.
Yeah. He sticks you in a gem. There's a whole bunch of, like, ways.
Oh, yeah, dude.
1,000 ways to die in Astos.
There's a lot of ways to die in D&D. My favorite is accidental death.
Whenever I play, I always make my... I do not fear player death.
Oh no, I have like a bunch of characters already made. You know that.
Oh yeah. So one of my I have dumb reasons to kill off my characters. If I ever play, I want to play a barbarian that is resistant to anything, but his one weakness is if he gets stung by a bee. He's
Anaphylaxis. He's dead.
He's just deathly allergic to that.
Yeah, I mean,
Hoppities was definitely allergic to monarch butterflies. It makes sense.
to be fair, most frogs avoid eating butterflies
That
because a
is
lot
true.
of them are poisonous.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Damn. Wonder how a butterfly tastes.
I don't know. You can go find out and then let us know next week.
Yeah.
Fucking shitting my brains out next week. Oh god, guys, whatever you do, don't eat that one.
So what was your character inspiration behind art?
Behind art.
Yeah.
So in high school, I was a huge stoner. And I always liked the idea of druids. And at one point, I really wanted to learn how to do glass blowing, which was an extracurricular I was going to sign up for, but I could never find the class. And that's in campaign, not in real life this
Yeah.
time around. But then I also thought about it. Man, it'd be really funny being a druid to wild shape to like Saint Bernard with, the barrel around my neck. And I walk up, and I fucking put the barrel down, and I pop it with my paw, and it opens up, and there's just a bunch of bud and like a little glass piece.
Jesus.
It's like, and on my back, you see a serving tray of coffee. That'd be fucking lit. Oh shit! Art's gonna have to go get in contact with all those old dealers. I have a great idea for being there.
Oh god. The on the roast caravan now.
On the roast caravan is getting on the roasted all the time.
Adam, what was you already said your backstory with
For
Hoppity.
Hoppity, yeah. With
What's
Nathaniel?
Yeah.
It was actually a character I made for a session Kyle DM'd for me and my buddies.
Yeah, I was running a kind of homebrewed version of what was it? It's
Some sort of vampire thing.
yes, it was Ravenloft.
Curse of Strahd or
The
just
Curse of Strahd. Yeah,
I've never played that.
It was,
it's brutal.
yeah.
Granted, I also made it more brutal because, as you know, I like to make my monsters harder than they should be typically.
Impossible Ravenloft campaign.
Which
It
is-
wasn't impossible. No, they
No,
killed.
Possible Ravenloft campaign. Because
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never played it. I've been wanting to play Strahd.
Oh yeah, dude, I'll totally being a vampire is easy. You just gotta pretend that you hate everything, and being alive sucks. And talk with this kind of accent, like the Count. Ah ha ha.
Have you seen the Strahdsy TikToks where they took Shorzy?
I don't have TikTok.
Loser.
I haven't
No, I'm
seen
not
it.
a Zoomer. Except I am.
By that short little side note, follow us on TikTok at Stuck in a Dungeon.
Lord knows I won't.
But backstory for Nathaniel, I don't know. I've always liked druids, just in the sense of a fantasy realm,
Mhm.
being able to shift into a creature. It's really neat.
All of us big fans of Animorphs here, I see.
Specifically Beast Boy
Ooh,
from Teen Titans.
Yeah,
That was more the reason I like druids.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I really chose a Kinku. I guess I like.
You're thinking
Copying
of Beast Boy, so you thought Raven.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. No, I really like the aspect of mimicking. I don't know. I find myself mimicking sounds a lot.
Oh, you
I've
do?
confused Kyle because I'll meow to my cat, and he'll
He's
think it's
really good at it.
he'll think it's Abbott the whole time. Abbott's the name of my cat.
And dude, he's really good at mimicking Abbott.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah,
dude.
no, I assumed you were, but I was also waiting for it because I'm like, he totally could. And I would be like, oh shit.
I feel like druids. I like druids also just because they're Swiss Army characters.
Oh yeah, no,
And-
druids are
yeah.
very useful characters.
They are.
Granted, they don't have the best healing, but you don't really need to be a healer as a druid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've had a druid in every mini arc so far.
Yeah. And I was the only one who didn't cast, what's it called, with animals?
Speak with animals.
No, not Speak with Animals.
Wild shape.
No, not Wild Shape. conjure woodland animals.
Because you weren't the right level.
Yeah, I'm not strong enough to conjure woodland animals yet, but man, that spell.
Yeah, that is.
I summon 8 velociraptors.
Yeah, that spell alone is just.
They all have pack tactics and multi-attack.
Yeah.
Busted.
That's just like, as a DM, any encounter I plan, if there's a druid that casts that, immediately my shift is to break their concentration, no matter
If not
what.
break concentration, just spawn ads that weren't originally going to be there.
Yeah.
Give them something else to focus on.
Yeah. Or like put them in the air.
I was going to say, that's a... well, you say that, but conjure woodland animals, you can summon a bunch of eagles.
Yeah.
But the eagles have pack tactics.
No, they don't have.
But they get advantage if they enemy sandwich, so you can have 2 in front of them and 2 above and below them.
But wouldn't vultures have pack tactics?
I think they do, actually.
I don't know. I haven't looked up the vulture stat block.
If they do, fuck, that's a really good idea, Adam. Flying pack tactics creature. I hope they have flyby, too.
Oh, God.
I attack you, and then I fly away and take no attacks of opportunity. You what?
Yeah, that is magic missiles at the highest level at that point.
Oh, dude, magic missile is such a good spell.
Yeah. Back in the Raoul arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you went up to Illiford, that's when I think it was Satrix and Maka went to the docks and...
Yeah, I fought a guy because I was trying to sell an illicitly stolen painting.
Yeah, as you were fighting, there was like from, I want to say like 500 feet away, you saw 2 figures and arrows were like raining down.
Oh, yeah, we got absolutely destroyed by a sniper and a scout for certain. Well, I did. Maka took almost no hits. I get hit a lot, I've noticed.
You're just, Maka's hiding, you're just there.
It's fair. I don't know why he was so mad. I was just trying to see if I could sell stolen goods.
Yeah, that
I wanted to know where the local fence was, god damn it.
Yeah, that group was Oxwounds.
Yeah, I know. I remember. Sorry, I'm looking at this tapestry on the table because I just can't get over these weird birds. Because I don't get how how his beak is going through something, but this one isn't. Yet I can still see the full outline of the beak. Sorry, guys. We're going to cut that from the podcast.
Any questions you want to ask about the campaign?
1. Where the fuck all the snake people at?
The snake people.
Well, just reptiles in general.
Deadlands.
All of them?
Yeah. It is a hot, arid environment.
Man. For those of you guys who don't know, before Art was into MILFs, Art was actually into Yanti. But they don't exist at the school, according to Liam. I blame discrimination.
You were also in a country that was in war.
Well, that doesn't mean there weren't, refugees trying to get over to our side.
Yeah, you're right.
They might be rare, but they should exist at least.
They exist. You just haven't found them yet.
Hey, man, I'm looking for that Snussy. That's all I gotta say.
Damn it.
Hey, I'm allowed to say stuff like that. This is a rated, T for Teen podcast? What would you rate us?
T for Tiefling.
That doesn't answer my question. That's a race.
There's explicit warning, explicit content. That's
what, M for mature?
I don't know how the ratings break out.
If I was an ESRB rating on the podcast, what would I be?
Adult
only. Got it.
It would be rated R.
That's not an ESRB rating.
ESRB. Oh yeah.
ESRB is anywhere from E to A.
Yeah. M.
No. You got E for everyone, E10 and up.
No. I think he was rating it M.
M.
Oh, M for mature.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Granted, you guys missed something that I did as Nye that I won't talk about, Liam. We're not allowed to talk about it. I'm glad you don't remember. But it is something that did happen when I was Nye because I was playing the best of my abilities as that type of character.
All right. Adam, any questions about the campaign in the world of Astos?
What is to be expected coming up?
To be expected when we come back into the main campaign.
When we come.
It will be. We'll come to Satrix and Rodin after Arlon has completed his ritual to go to wherever he was wanting to go.
Yeah.
Because the fight didn't go good for the party, and he was able to get off what he wanted to get off.
Himself. I got it.
Basically.
It's funny because you said we'll come to Satrix and Road.
So with
stifling a laugh the whole fucking time.
With that, it will basically be Satrix and Rodin dealing with the consequences of Sodale, and then
but not our actions.
Yeah.
We didn't do anything wrong.
And then meeting up with the rest of the party members.
Yes, the new party members.
Yes.
Sweet.
You have any questions about what I've made for the Shadowfell, or do you want people to hear about some of the things?
I don't want to ask so far. I'm just waiting for you to have it and give me like a whole list of basically what will be Kyle's Necronomicon.
I did have a new idea because I do base all of the things in the Shadowfell off of Eldritch Horror. For everyone listening, that's one of my biggest inspirations is Eldritch Unknowable Abominations, because it's just really cool. But something that's a common theme in there is there's always some sort of, like, if not royalty, old family of some sort with some sort of lineage behind them. So I made 3 different main factions. There's the hunters that are like standard people. They hunt all of the different eldritch beings, and they wear more steampunky kind of 1800s-ish clothing. Think like British Industrial Revolution.
Like Bloodborne.
Yeah, lots of lapels and funny hats and long trench coats. Yeah. And then we have the ones who have basically are the monster hunter equivalent of hunters. They skin and take parts of the crazy eldritch abominations and use them as gear. And we're going to have the kind of like, not so much royal as they are more knightly group.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be based more along the lines of destroying impure creatures in the will of their god or whatever it is. But like I said, that's just a rough idea of the 3 main factions that are going to be like not necessarily bad guys when you run into them, as opposed to the normal fauna and wildlife out there, which is out to kill you. Even the trees are out to kill you. Like, that's how bad it's gotten.
Yeah.
No, you gotta have a wise old tree.
Yeah, you'll find out that
He might be wise and old, but I bet you $20 he's going to be fucking terrifying.
Yeah, you'll find out that the Shadowfell and Feywild are both in disarray that the party might or might not fix.
To general disarray.
General disarray.
But yeah, I mean,
Professor Chaos.
Any other questions or anything about?
By the way,
Okay.
huge warning. Once you do get to the Shadowfell arc, expect spiders. I have a huge soft spot for spiders. I love bugs. Like, genuinely, they are so fascinating to me. And that's where a lot of my ideas come from. So if you don't like creepy crawlies, I don't recommend listening to those parts when I describe the monsters.
Or listen through with caution. We'll give content warnings of
If
updated
it gets too gross, I'll ask people to, let us know when they need to stop the description.
Yeah. But is there any other things y'all want to ask about for the campaign?
Did we level up?
No. Of course, you have not leveled up. As you can level up, I can also de-level y'all motherfuckers.
That's true. But if you do that, I'm going to hate you forever.
Good.
I want to make it my goal to kill you in real life. By the way, this is not a confession. I repeat, this is not a confession to Liam's murder.
I'll save that soundbite. And with that, I hope y'all enjoyed
Balls.
this little
Balls,
behind
penis,
Hope y'all-
balls.
Y'all are back to level 1.
Peanut butter on my balls.
Let the dog lick it.
I hope y'all enjoyed this little behind the scenes, sort of get to know some of the players and more about the campaign.
Oh no, not a BTS stan moment.
Yeah, a little trying to engage the parasocial relationships.
Oh no, parasocial relationships.
Yeah.
That ended 3 of my real relationships.
We're not going to discuss that.
Well, that was a joke. At least I think it was. I could very well be wrong about that.
I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about the campaign, like user questions that you want to know more about, we're going to try to do these a little bit more, hopefully. But I hope you all enjoyed this, got to know us a little bit better, and I hope you guys stay stuck.
Random bug fact before we go.
In a dungeon.
Random bug fact. The pincers on the front of a centipede are not actually pincers. They are legs that have been modified to inject venom called toxicognats.